Good evening, everybody. Today I want to talk to you about part two of being raised on love and survival. And the title of this is If They Did It to Them, They'll Do It to You. So many times we want to give people the benefit of the doubt and we want to believe that, despite their upbringing, that they have changed. We look at the root, we look at the fruit instead of the root. Oh my goodness, this person started off with very, very humble beginnings and it was really tight for them. And lo and behold, they've made something out of themselves and they're a good person. And many times they are, you know what I'm saying? Just because you're poor doesn't mean that you're not raised on, have values and morals. But I'm talking about the situation where people who have been raised on survival and we start looking at the fruit instead of the root. Let's talk about young Jeezy and Jenny Ma. I mean, hey, they got together. Congratulations, they're married. But the woman that he was dating, supposedly engaged to, he bought a Range Rover for $100,000, according to her, had her name embroidered in the headrest. She had an accident. When it came time to pay out, he took the money because the car was in his name when he started dating Jenny Ma, and he's asking for joint custody so he didn't have to pay no child support. Okay. She never think that. Jenny Ma, oh, that can't happen to me. Let's take a look at your girl, J-Lo. She did P. Diddy Bowl, got him on. But of course, Drake, I'm young, I'm fine, I'm that guy, I'm a certified lover boy. She moved him on. We ain't even gonna talk about how bad she did A-Rod. Then let's talk about Dr. Dre and his beautiful wife, Nicole. According to her and her complaint, she says she suffered from PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. And basically what is that saying is that that's like a war mentality. But you thought you was better than Michelle A when she said that he was jumping on her and everything. Well, I'm better. I'm more cultured. I'm a lawyer. Or, hey, with Drake, I'm sexy. I've got money. What do all these people have in common? They're all very successful. But the people that are doing the dumping are unavailable emotionally. They're not. And if they did it before, they're going to do it again. When it comes to you, you think, oh, that he ain't going to do that to me. He changed. Oh, girl, he left his fiance at the altar and wanted his ring back, and you laughing about it, thinking it's funny because you think, oh, that can't happen to me because what? You looking at the fruit instead of looking at the root. I've had an opportunity to talk to women who said they've been married 20 years. All of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, their husband changed up on, baby, let me tell you something. He was what he was all the time. You didn't want to believe it. You wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt because, y'all had a couple twos and fews and everything, and you didn't want to look at it. But, hey, the reality is you knew how he was cut. And then when he cut you, you said and you cried, I didn't see this coming. No, but you knew that it was always there. When people tell you about how they've done other people and how they've left them at the altar, or they've broken off with them, or they've done something, they're always going to put a spin on it like, I really didn't mean to do it. But what they are, they're emotionally unavailable. Therefore, the hottest flavor. Therefore, the whatever they want for that particular moment. They're not invested in the long run with relationships. Listen, people get old, they get fat, they lose their hair, they lose their teeth. That's not a basis to jump out of a relationship, but many men do. I want something that, is 24, 36, 24, and you're not that. But the point of it is, and they'll jump right out of that relationship like that. And here you are thinking that they changed, but you knew all the time. You heard the war stories. Listen, stop looking at the fruit and look at the root. In that way, you won't be hurt. The same people that you laughed about with your girlfriends, when you say, girl, when that bowl, how he did her, I could never, I would never accept that. That person's coming for you. And it's going to lay dormant. And it can lay dormant 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, but they coming, sis. And when they come, it's going to be when you least expect it. Just like the young lady that was engaged or was with young Jeezy, just like Drake. And certainly just like Nicole, these were people who did not believe that their significant other was capable of that. But if they thought about it, if they listened to the stories that they had told them about how they left that person high or dry, how they could turn their feelings on and off, you would have known. But what we call it in the law is willful blindness. It's there, but I don't want to see it. And as a result, you don't see the warning signs. They done told you what they done. They done told you, look, this is who I am and this is what I do. You think you're going to change somebody. You think you better. You think you got that wop wop. You think that you're more sophisticated, that, you're more refined. That can never happen to you. And lo and behold, when it does, you're going to say, damn, I should have listened. Listen, stop doing all the talking and do more listening. If they did it to them, they'll do it to you. And remember, stop looking at the fruit and start examining the root. Make better choices. Everything, as my granddaddy said, everything that's good to you ain't good for you. But if a person has shown you that with other people that they cannot sustain a committed relationship, and if they jump ship, guess what? You better put your life preserver on. This has been Vonda Evans, and have a great evening.